Hey guys, it's Evil Aniki, and today we're at LA Comic Con. This is one of my favorite conventions. There's so much to see here. There's a big convention. We're gonna be running around this hall and the other hall, both West and South halls. But let's get in the video because there's a lot to see today.
So you may have seen me pick up a badge in the beginning. That is because we came in through the West Hall. I had my badge mailed to me, but my friend here did not. So we had to go through badge pickup, and it was so fast. Much better than Anime Expo. She's gonna be blurred if she's ever in the video. But first thing first, we're going to explore the exhibit hall. This is the main hall. This is where everyone is selling and doing stuff. There's some vendors in the other hall too, but this is the main hall for selling. The other hall sort of has like more experiences, I should say. So they also have a big stage here in the middle. They have Anna Airlines there. We're gonna actually visit their booth in the other hall later on, which is kind of shocking. I didn't realize they were on the big screen like that. But coming through this hall, there are just so many cute booths just all over the place. There's also an outdoor area with food trucks in the back left corner. This is actually smaller than last year. Last year they had like someone doing like a podcast out there. It was really interesting. But maybe they just didn't want to do it this year because I didn't think it was like the right place for it last year. It was weird to have a podcast in the middle of like a dining area. And then here is the It exhibit. This was actually at a bunch of horror conventions earlier, and I think the It clown came out eventually, Pennywise, but he was not there when I was there. And this event in general really brings out a lot of the American brands. Most conventions tend to be themed around anime, and this is like the biggest one in LA that's not themed around anime. And you see like a lot of like, you know, American shows stuff coming out, like Strawberry Shortcake and Disney and, you know, Marvel. Like a lot of American stuff comes out to this, you know, wrestling. There's a lot of different things that come to this event, and it's such a unique event. And Artist Alley here is really, really special as well. It's not really like an Artist Alley in any other event I've ever seen, because I mainly go to anime conventions, right? So the Artist Alley here is really dedicated to like actual comic book artists. So a lot of people come out here trying to sell their comic book. I don't know how successful it is. I assume they must do pretty well if they keep coming out, because I see a lot of people come out over the years, you know, like repeat. And it's just interesting. That is a cute Hamtaro mousepad. One of the booths that really did catch my attention was the Coca-Cola booth here in the back. I think they were a sponsor for this event, and they had actually invited a few people out to come to their booth just at LA Comic Con. I'm a little jealous. Coke, if you're watching, please sponsor me. I love Coca-Cola. Well, I love Diet Coke. And oh my goodness, they're just giving free samples. I don't know why I was paying for soda at all this whole convention. I could have just came back here and just started chugging their soda. But they had this little photo booth thing, which was really cool. Just waiting for Donnie Darko here to get on out so I can get on in.
If I know there was a free Coke booth, I wouldn't have been getting Cokes.
Yeah, but it's not Diet Coke, so...
Zero sugar though. It's the same thing.
No, you're gonna get fat.
I think the idea is that they want to get zero sugar and push out Diet Coke.
That's bullshit. They're trying to destroy their own products. This is evil.
Well, if the main product is Coke and they can make Coke zero sugar, then there's no point for there to be a diet, right?
That implies that Diet Coke has sugar.
Hello.
Stick your ass out more.
Oh, heck yeah. All yours. get a free cold Coke.
Coke? Oh my god.
I've been paying for Coke all day. This is the worst. What am I doing?
Just dance. You guys know what that's from?
I guess they're dancing.
Come on now. I know you're excited.
Did you see the excitement on my face there, guys? So here we are at one of the things I did end up buying from, I think this is Slick Force. This was such a cool little booth. They have little LED lights that look like soft boxes. They also have like bounce cards and like little green screens for figures. This was so cool. You can check them out. Here's their little code to scan and find them. I'm sure you can also, you know, find them on Google and stuff and whatnot. I'll leave their stuff down in the description below. I bought 2 of their lights, and then right around the corner there was this bird doing bird things. He was actually signing cards, the business cards for the owner here. If you handed him a card, he would like nibble on it. I didn't get him to nibble on mine. He didn't like me. But look at that. He's just nibbling on everyone's cards. Like he's not gonna like me. Look at, like he's like I've already got some. I'm not doing it. And then his owner came over and was like, "Do you want some?" And he's like, "Oh, maybe." And then me, just nope. Who the fuck is this guy, right? But continue walking around. There was this really cool booth in the back. I think this is for like a novel or something. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was really pretty. And, you know, if I was a cosplayer, this is where I'd want to go for like a little bit of a shoot, because this set is phenomenal. Like, it really blows me away. They put a lot of effort into this. And now we're in the back of the exhibit hall. And there's a lot of like signings and auction stuff going on in the back here. There's just a lot of different things going on in general. There's such a variety of things that can happen at this event. And I'm actually going to have a second video come out in a couple days of some gacha that we did at the event. So you'll see that when it comes out. This was a really cool booth. I thought these were like plastic, but they're actually giant pillows, and they're really, really soft. They don't look soft, but they are. And they're just so cool. They're a little pricey, but I absolutely loved them. And you're gonna see why in a second, because when you come through here, they actually they're like, "Hey, do you want some props?" And it's like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. Like, this is such a fun booth. Their whole booth was like themed around meat, so vegans beware. Or they're like front like area as well is like got like plastic carcass shelves. And it's a little much. And then their front area is like a deli with like products in it, which is really cool. Those must be so heavy to move around. I don't know how they can do that. The booth next to them had a bunch of Ita bags, which are super cool. A lot of really cool Ita bags. I do not actually own any Ita bags, but I'm thinking about getting some. I don't really collect pins and like series like that, so I don't really have a specific character. But let's move on to the South Hall. And before we can get into the South Hall, we're going to stop and look at some cosplayers in the lobby area here. There's so many cool cosplayers at this event. This is where they like to gather. This is sort of like vibes of like how Anime Expo used to be before they started like making their long lines on the outside. Now they like they used to like let people come up and then badge check at the door, and now it's I don't know. It's a mess. But here is the anime cosplay meetup for LA Comic-Con. I'm sure there was more people who ended up showing up. There was so many people. Like, it started off with like 10, and then it like grew to this over like the course of 30 minutes, and I didn't think it was going to take this long. And then, of course, a little bit later, this was, I think this is the Marvel meetup. I can't really tell, but they had a Marvel meetup and they had a DC meetup. They had a whole bunch of different meetups. And here is Rhino. He actually had difficulties getting in through security. They like scanned him like ultra well. I think they made a TikTok that went a little viral on it, and it was kind of interesting. But here they are running through the crowd, and everyone's cheering, "Rhino, Rhino, Rhino." I wish you could hear it on my camera, but there's just too much noise in the hall. It was such a fun moment. But look at all the people here, guys. Like, there's people up on the ledge and like up top watching, and like everyone on the stairs is a cosplayer. And we're about to check out a really cool event that happened for Marvel. I think this event actually happened earlier in the day, and then the cosplay meetup happened.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to LA Comic Con. Can we get some noise? We have an amazing production for all of you today. And I want to say welcome to the Winter 2023 Hellfire Gala Walk. This gathering is designed to foster a stronger cosplay community that celebrates diversity as mutants and allies of X-Men and Marvel fandom. Are you guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? Let's start the show! First up, we have the amazing Mega Chromatic as Exodus. I think you guys could do better than that. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Look at this craftsmanship, stunning. Oh, here we go, we got poses. We got poses.
Over here, over here,
Give it
over
up
here.
for Mega Chromatic as Exodus. Next we got Michelle Wobble as Hope Summers, everybody. She is our last hope, everyone. And pose, and pose. Give it up for Michelle Wobble as Hope Summers. Next we got the girl with the great smile as Tempest. Give a big round of applause for her. Yes. Oh, she's sickening. She's stunning. She's owning the runway, honey. Give it up, give it up. Next we've got Eric Scott Smith as Egg, aka Gogo.
Yes! Show us those gold balls! Yes! Yes!
Look at the size of those gold balls. Next, we have your cosplay that is Elixir. Head to toe in gold, honey.
All our moves! Yes!
Yes, oh, the sass, the sachet, yes. Glamour, glamour. Give it up for London Heart 2 as Party. Yes, look at this production, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes! Woo! Watch everyone, you're on God, you're on!
Gag, gag, gag.
Monday! Woo!
Next up, we've got Godfrey as Spider-Man. Everyone knows that Peter will always have an invite to the Hellfire Gala. Yes, give it up, give it up.
Yes! Save me, Spider-Man! Woo!
Fabulous. And next up, we've got Kristen as Captain Marvel. Look at that strut. That is a strut. That is a walk. Yes. Serve. Serve it. Serve it.
Captain over here! Over here! Captain over here!
Let's hear some more round of applause, people. Yes. Next, we've got Amber as Miss Marvel. Look at this beautiful representation. Yes. Give it up. 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 Louder. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Next, we've got Joe Pride as Kate Pride. Come on, Glamour. Yes. Oh, she got a twirl. Yes. All right, everybody. Next up, we've got Giselle as Storm. Oh, those boots, honey. Look, yes. Strut. Yes. Give it up. She calls upon the winds of Wakanda to blow you all away. Next up, we've got Chris Cawthorn as Sing. Yes. Yes. Clap louder. holler, people. Yes, give it up. Hoot and holler. Stunning. Yes, swagger, swagger. Put your hands together for Irina Silo. Oh, she's done this before. She's done this before. Yes.
Work it, work it.
Put your hands together for Irene, everybody. Prepare to be dazzled by Isabel as the one and only Dazzler. Yes, give it up, give it up. Look at that weave, everybody. Yes, oh, yes. Serving, serving. Next up, everybody, we've got Dame Contest Mystique. No birds were harmed in the making of this fabulous thing. Absolutely stunning. All right, everybody, get ready for Yvonne and Jubilee. She's come a long way from the mall and some chili fries, honey. She's ready to show you some glamour with all this cool. Yes. Sparks are flying.
Julie, over here.
Yes. Next up, we've got Kevin O'Brien as my personal favorite, Iceman. Okay. Next we've got Carlos Barron as the strong and mighty Colossus. Now, next, okay, we got one of my besties. We got Alliance, the Nightcrawler. Yes. If this doesn't say swagger, I don't know what. Yes. Dapper and swag. Dapper and swag. Next, we've got Colby Melvin as Dr. Stasis. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, beat that face. Beat that face. Yes. Yes. Give me something, give me something, give me something. Yes, give me something, give me something, give me something. Yes. Last and certainly, but not least, we've got Trillian K Cosplay as the one and only Firestar. Were you guys, was that enough for you guys? Was that enough for you guys? We're gonna give you guys one final fashion strut. Let's get this started. Let's go, my friend. Yes, check out all the glamour at once. Let's see them all one more time. The glamour, the glamour. Give it up. Give it up.
Right here. Spider-Man stars.
All right, everyone, thank you for watching the Hellfire Gala Walk Spring 2023 edition. Please visit our website, hellfiregalawalk.com, or on Instagram at Hellfire Gala Walk. My name is Julian Jensen, and until next time, one more round of applause for these amazing walkers. Yes.
And now we're on our way back over to the West Hall, and if you don't know, there's always going to be a lot of zigzagging at a convention like this, you know, because you explore one hall, and then you want to go to the other hall, and you want to go back out and check the other hall. It's so exhausting, guys. I would recommend just checking out one hall a day if you're not used to going to conventions. But now that we're outside the West Hall, there's a lot of cosplayers out here. And pro tip, when you're going between the halls, go up to the second floor because there's going to be less of a crowd, so it's a lot easier to get it through. Not a lot of people know that. Now we're in the West Hall, and oh my goodness, this place is really fun. They have a lot to see over here, and I'm not going to show everything, but there is a lot over here. There was a lot of military event booths here this year, and I don't really understand why, but let's get inside. Actually, while I was waiting here, a Scientologist person came up to me. So they actually have booths here that you can rent out and stream to your Twitch channel. And they had that last year. There was actually more of them last year, I think. They're not as popular, but they were all taken, so what do I know? They had these giant Pikachu and Totoro inflatables, which were actually at Anime Pasadena. Anime Pasadena and LA Comic-Con have some type of, like, connection. I'm not too sure what it is, but they kind of share stuff a little bit. But they also had some, like, battle bots over here. I didn't do it. I should have done it. And they also have another little stage over here. They were doing screenings and meet and greets and stuff like over here. I think they also had a cosplay contest over here. But here were some of the, you know, more important meetups, which was super cool to see. They also had a Gundam booth over here, and I really wanted to check this out, but oh my goodness, was the line for this booth so long, and I didn't exactly know what was going on in there, like if you had to pay for something, or if it was free, or what was going on. Because it was just so packed and there was just not really a chance to ask. But like, oh my goodness, guys, look at the crowd here. I never expected Gundam to be as big as it is nowadays. But there's also a lot of vintage anime booths over here. There's a lot of resellers in this side of the convention, because this is a lot of like smaller stores and like card shops that are over here. Since this is sort of like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. Like this is just a different vibe than the other hall. Like the other hall, it's like you know, people trying to make money and it's artists, and over here it's more like, you know, they're trying to make money, but who knows. So this is one thing I bought on this side of the hall, was this expandable chair from this booth, Convention Essentials. You can check them out. They also have like a backpack, eat a bag type thing. Here's the chair. You can see it. I'm going to be using this at Anime Expo. It's going to come in clutch because I hate standing in line at Anime Expo because it is a long line. And this is going to make it so much easier. But now it's time to check out the Anna booth I was talking about earlier. They actually had a raffle to get well, it was actually not one ticket, but 2 tickets. 2 round trip tickets to Japan. I didn't win, guys. They didn't contact me. I'm really sad. I'm heartbroken. But here I am. We're going to go through their booth. They've got some cool stuff here. So, entering in the main room here, they've got a Star Wars themed ship here. And this is signed by all of the cast of the newer Star Wars, which is super cool. And they got examples of like who each signature is, like J.J. Abrams and blah, blah, blah. Super cool. And then just behind this one, they have another one as well. That's a little smaller. It's not signed though. But this thing is massive. I would love to have this in my room. This was actually a replica of the flight they took to go to Europe to film the movie. Like that's what they wrapped the plane in. And here is the other plane. I don't think this one's, maybe it's signed by a few people. They didn't really say. I don't think this was actually ever a plane either. It's just a model. And then in the other room over here, they've got a Demon Slayer room. So here's the Demon Slayer plane. Bet you weren't expecting that. Star Wars, the Demon Slayer. And they've got all these Demon Slayer cutouts in here. Super cool. I don't really understand what Demon Slayer has to do with this airline. I mean, they're not flying people out to go film their movie. But it's still cool to see nonetheless. Like, look at this. So dapper in that little suit. There's just a lot of stuff going on in here. And I'm waiting right now for the people that just passed me to come out of the next room. because in the next room you get a little goodie. We're going to look at that. But that's about it for today's video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye.